January 3rd, 1916. A townhouse near Whitehall in London. Mark Sykes unfolds a map of the Ottoman Empire across a desk and picks up a red pencil. Across the table sits François Georges-Picot, a French diplomat with sharp eyes and a quiet voice. Neither man has authority from his own government to draw borders. Both men do it anyway. The Ottoman Empire still exists in 1916, stretched thin by war. Its provinces from Baghdad to Beirut, still nominally intact. Britain and France have already promised to help carve it up if the war is won. What they have not agreed on is who gets what. Sykes draws a line in red pencil from Acre on the Mediterranean to Kirkuk in the east. It becomes known as the line in the sand. North of it, France will control Syria and Lebanon directly and hold influence over a wider zone stretching toward Mosul. South of it, Britain will control Baghdad and Basra directly and hold influence over a wider zone stretching toward Jordan. Palestine, caught between both claims, is marked for international administration. Russia, still an ally in 1916, is brought in privately and agrees to the plan in exchange for territory in eastern Anatolia. The agreement is signed in May 1916. It is never meant to be seen. At the same time, in Cairo, a British officer named Henry McMahon has been writing letters to Sharif Hussein of Mecca. The letters promise Arab independence across much of the same territory, in exchange for Hussein leading a revolt against Ottoman rule. Hussein believes he has been promised a kingdom. He has not been told about the map in London. In June 1916, the Arab Revolt begins in the desert, led by Hussein's sons and advised by British officers, including a young intelligence officer named T.E. Lawrence. Arab fighters take Ottoman garrisons one by one, believing they are fighting for a single Arab state, stretching from Aleppo to Aden. They do not know that a red pencil line already divides their future country between two European powers. For over a year, the secret holds. Then, in November 1917, everything changes at once. The Bolsheviks seize power in Russia. Searching through the old Tsarist foreign ministry archives, they find a copy of the Sykes-Picot Agreement. Trotsky orders it published, calling it proof of imperial betrayal. Newspapers across the Arab world print the terms within days. Hussein reads that his promised kingdom was never real. That same month, Britain issues the Balfour Declaration, promising a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine, the same land marked for international control in the secret map. Three separate promises now exist for the same territory, made to three separate parties, all incompatible. When the war ends in 1918, the promises collide in the open. At the Paris Peace Conference, the old Sykes-Picot lines are redrawn as League of Nations mandates, but the borders barely move. France takes Syria and Lebanon. Britain takes Iraq, Transjordan, and Palestine. Kirkuk's oil fields, once split by the original line, are folded entirely into British Iraq after a late revision in 1919. Communities that lived under Ottoman rule for 4 centuries, Sunni, Shia, Kurdish, Christian, and Druze, find themselves grouped inside new countries whose borders follow strategic lines, not the lines of the people living on them. Kurdish territory is split across 4 new states with no state of its own. Damascus, briefly declared the capital of an independent Arab kingdom under Hussein's son Faisal, falls to French troops within months of the war's end. Faisal is later given a consolation throne in Iraq, a country built partly around Sykes-Picot's original border, but stretched further north to include the oil around Mosul. Mark Sykes dies of influenza in February 1919 at the Paris conference itself, before the final maps are settled. Georges-Picot lives on to see the mandates take shape almost exactly as the two men had privately agreed 3 years earlier. The line they drew in a London townhouse becomes, with only minor adjustment, the border between modern Syria and Iraq. It still appears on maps issued by both governments today. The line he drew still splits 5 countries,